As you can see, I have something a little bit different in store today. I haven't done another recording for story time yet, so I'm just gonna try something different. Today we're going to have a look at Tiny and Big, Grandpa's Leftovers. Tiny and Big is a 3D platforming game that was released in 2012. The story involves the playable character Tiny and the antagonist, Big. Your mission as Tiny is to take back your grandpa's old underwear that you inherited and Big has now stolen. Sounds weird, I know, but wait, there's more. The game starts off in the desert, where Big has fled to with the pants. You first encounter him after a short tutorial level, and the rivalry is immediately kickstarted. I can say with complete honesty, on my first playthrough, I really hated that guy, so as a villain he's doing something right. The pants later on turn out to be magical, and so your quest is to stop the power-hungry Big from taking over and enslaving the world. Throughout the game, you have 3 tools at your disposal, beyond the normal moving and jumping that you need in every platforming game. You have a grappling hook. It doesn't work quite like most grappling hooks do though. It cannot pull you up, but it allows you to grapple and pull objects from afar. It's very easy to use and can also be very satisfying. Turns out Tiny is hella strong, and pulling down some massive doors and pillars feels unexplainably satisfying. The second tool at your disposal is a rocket launcher. You can fire what I would like to describe as tiny jet engines from your rocket gun. They attach to whatever surface or object that you're aiming at, and if that surface or object is not tied down by anything, you can send it flying. The mechanic works very well and mostly in a very expected way. You put a rocket on the top of an object, it will tip over. Put it more where the expected center of gravity would be, and it will push straight ahead. At several points in the game, you get to experience some pretty nice views and get the opportunity to send objects flying off in the distance. Maybe something I had a bit too much fun with. The last and maybe most important tool is your cutting laser. With it, you can slice apart almost any piece of the environment. I was playing with a controller and found the laser used a dual stick system, one stick controlling angle and the other the width of the cut. It worked perfectly for me and I never felt like it was annoying or hard to use. This tool is probably what you use the most throughout the game, since you often have to carve your way through the levels. It synergizes well with the 2 other tools, and if you, like me, like seeing big massive structures tumble over, the game definitely gives you a chance to do that. The controls overall are responsive and very easy to play with. I never felt like I died because of the controls at all. If anything, it's the physics of the game that claim the most lives, and I can't blame the game for me cutting down a beam right above my own head. I don't want to reveal too much of the story, so I won't touch so much more on that. I simply wanted to say that even though it is told to you through cutscenes and scripted events, there is still a lot to find on your own as you're going through the levels. And I actually think that if you pay enough attention, you can discover some major parts of the story before they're officially revealed. The story of the game is also not very long, meaning when I went straight through the levels, I beat the game in roughly 1.5 hours. However, that was my second playthrough. The first time, where I spent more time on the collectibles, exploring, and died a considerable amount more, I think it took closer to 7 hours. Coming in at the price of €9.99, or if you're in the US, it's $9.99. The short playtime is something you might want to consider and decide for yourself if it's a turn-off or not. Me personally think it's a fair price to ask for a shorter game, and I definitely feel like I've gotten my money's worth. To summarize, a 3D platformer with some unique mechanics and a different playstyle, nice controls and a ton of collectibles for you to find. I enjoyed the hell out of this game, I was never bored, and didn't put down the controller once during my second playthrough. The villain is hateable, but the story can come to leave you with a feeling of, that's it. I'd recommend this game for those of you who can enjoy a game for its mechanics, and can get satisfaction from that, and looking for collectibles. Those of you looking for a grand story adventure, I'd tell to look elsewhere. All in all, I give the game a score of